Hello, students. This is our ninth session. I am Mrs. Rati Pillai, teacher at Palitilak Vidyalaya English Medium School. Today we are going to look at question 7A2, report writing. It comes for 5 marks. So, what do you understand by report? Okay. Now, firstly, you have to understand there are many things which happened around us, events, calamities, etc. When we provide information about what we witness formally, it is called report. A report is a composition which provides in depth information about an incident or an event. A report has no place for personal insight or emotion. Since it's a formal address, it has no place for any personal insight, comments, or anything of that sort. The purpose of a report is discovering all important facts pertaining to an event or incident. Nothing more, nothing less. Selecting and presenting the important details is important. So, when we write a report, it is important that we cover up the most important details which are there. So, that has to be selected and presented, written in the report. Now, how are the marks distribution for report writing? So you have the title or the headline which is there and the date line together, which is for 1 mark. Headline is followed by the byline and then the date line. Okay. Then there has to be logical flow of events. All right. That is for 2 marks. Grammar, vocabulary, punctuation, all that is for 1 mark. And lastly, the conclusion and overall impact is for 1 mark. A report always begins with a headline followed by the mention of the person reporting the same on the right side. For example, by a student reporter. So this becomes the byline. Then, followed by the date and the place is mentioned on the next line, and the report begins from the same line. A report should answer every aspect of the H ladder. Now, H ladder: who, which, how, why, where, when, what. All these questions have to be answered in the report. Now, cover the following elements in a report. What is the report about? When did it occur? Where did it happen? How did it happen? Why did it happen? The manner in which the situation was brought under control, which steps were taken to handle the situation, and the people present and the views expressed. Always remember that the report is in the past tense. It is a past event which is reported. So it has to be in past tense. So when you talk about the headline that tells what the report is about in brief, then the byline shows who prepared the report. For example, if you see here, this is the headline and this is how the byline would be. Now, here it is: not a school report, so it is mentioned as staff reporter. After that follows the place and date, and you begin your report from the same line. Now, this is the lead. Lead tells the most important information and details about the topic being reported, followed by the body of the report, which includes more information, and finally the ending, which is the logical conclusion. So, here are a few tips to report in style. Include all the facts. It's important that all the facts which are there are included. Use good vocabulary and avoid cliches. So, good vocabulary has to be used, simple language, easily understood. So, that ways, what will happen is your report will have variety. Okay, variety in the sense that it would be something that people will understand easily. So, like the next point, which says, keep it short and simple. Always write in passive voice. It's important that the report be in passive voice. A good headline should sum up what the report intends to convey. The date and the place should be clearly mentioned. Avoid your opinion or suggestion about the event. A report should always be reported in third person. That's also important that you should avoid your opinion or suggestion, and the report has to be reported in third person. Now, here we have with us a model report. Okay, how to go about with report writing, just as it was mentioned earlier in that picture also. Now, this is a staff report which is there. So, we have firstly the headline: Heavy rains lash Mumbai, bringing city to a halt, by a staff reporter. Mumbai, 22nd September. Waterlogging has been witnessed in several places, and local train services came to a halt as the city experienced heavy rains on Tuesday and Wednesday. It has been reported by the Meteorological Department as the second highest September rainfall in the last 26 years, with the city receiving 273.6 millimeter rain from Tuesday afternoon. The residents of the city have been advised by the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation BMC to stay indoors given the gravity of the situation. Suspension of all services have been announced by the Central Railways and Western Railways. Between Andheri and Virar, a few trains were operational. Heavy rains in the next few days have been forecast by the Indian Meteorological Department IMD, warning that there is dense cloud formation over Konkan region that includes Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Thane and Palghar districts, has been issued by IMD Mumbai's Deputy Director General K.S. Hosalika. The Disaster Management Response Force has been instructed by the state government to be ready for all kinds of emergencies. A Mumbai resident commented, normal life has come to a halt with the suspension of trains and traffic jams. Hats off to the civic body and all others who are striving hard to restore normalcy. Now, here, if you see, it answers all the questions in the H ladder. So, where it is happening, what exactly is being reported, what is the problem, all that has been covered, and how they are trying to find solution for it. Also, there is something that is quoted by one of the resident, all that is put in double quotes. Okay, so this is how a report should be written, where it covers all the aspect of the age ladder. Okay, it gives actual facts which are there. All right, and no personal comments or emotions are shown. So that's how a report has to be written. I hope the session has been quite informative and you understood that how the report writing has to be done. Thank you very much.